Hello everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jacqueline and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Viseart Paris Edit palette. And this video is in collaboration with Michele Wang. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you will consider to subscribe to my channel and ring the post notification bell so you get to know whenever I upload new videos. Also, come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to know more details about this new palette, swatches, my review, and this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Oh my friends, I honestly have no idea how to start this video. I know you're gonna be like, what? Well, I'm collaborating with that one, Michele Wang. Yes, I'm so happy. This is epic. For me, this is epic. I want to say, first of all, Michele, thank you so much once again for this amazing opportunity to accepting this collaboration. I'm so appreciative of your time, your experience, all what you share with us. I'm just so grateful for you. If you do not know who is Michele Wang, oh my gosh, where have you been living? Under a rock, maybe. Michele Wang, she is the real OG. I mean, if you want to know everything about luxury, high-end beauty products in general, makeup, skincare, tools, she's kind of like your encyclopedia. She has so much experience. Her reviews are on point. They are direct to what you need to know, what you want to know. Her work ethic is outstanding. She uploads frequently. I will say that she's one of the beauty influencers here in these platforms that really brings you fine content and also in a timely manner, in the sense that if there's something that it's about to launch or it has just launched, she will go that extra mile to go that day to the mall and just get the product, review it, and try to upload it even the same day that the product has launched. I mean, she's on it and her reviews are reviews that I really trust. So I honestly really doubt that you don't know about Michele Wang. But if you are one that you don't know about Michele Wang, I please invite you to go to her channel, show her some support. I will be leaving the link of her video down below on the description box so you can visit her channel and give her some love and support from here. And if you come from Michele Wang's channel, thank you so much. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for your time, the support. Oh, I'm super excited to have you here. I hope that after you watch this video, you will want to become part of this family. Thank you so much. And now let's start with what you came for, the Viseart Paris Edit. And I think the unique thing about this collaboration, Michele has a very light skin tone. My skin tone, yes, is in the light medium spectrum, but I am a little bit more in the tanner side. I'm getting closer right there. So I think this will give you perhaps an idea on how these eyeshadows, not only the performance of them, pigmentation, but as well as the color story will work in a person with a skin tone like mine, which is a little bit different than Michele's. So I purchased the Viseart Paris Edit palette from Beautylish, and my package literally just arrived. It is right here. As per usual, Beautylish does an amazing job at packaging each of the items. I mean, like, it's literally an experience. Honestly, I do not own many Viseart palettes. I only own three of them. But oh, when I saw this palette right here, I got so excited because this color story, it is a color story that calls my name. So if you're familiar with the very polemic Pat McGrath Divine Rose palette and all those movie tones, that's me in a palette. So imagine this Viseart palette, it's me in a palette too. I think this is one of the newest releases from 2020 that really got me, that I felt like, This is so good. I mean, there are a couple other ones too, but of the eyeshadow palettes, this is one that is like, okay, now we're talking. So anyhow, it is right here. If you're familiar with the edit palettes, there are only 4. Well, this is the 4th one right now in the line. They cost $39. They come with 12 different shades. It weighs 12 grams or 0.42 ounces of product. They are made in the United States, and basically they are like a tiny mini version, as you can tell by the box right here, that you can just hold it on your hand, kind of like a travel kind of version, but you get a variety. And that's what I really like. I like the idea of getting maybe less shadows, because honestly, I have never been able to go through well, maybe once in my life I have been able to go through one eyeshadow, but I'm talking about so many years. And now, for example, now that I'm a YouTuber and I review makeup, to me, I feel like it's almost impossible to actually pan an eyeshadow. So Viseart eyeshadows, they are, I mean, I shouldn't say expensive. Sometimes I feel like, for example, you are actually investing your money in great eyeshadows that they are one-of-a-kind formulation, that they perform really well, and therefore they are priced right. So a regular eyeshadow palette, say the Paris Nude, that is a little bit bigger, I will put a picture right here, that one costs $80. But those eyeshadows, they come a lot in a pot, and sometimes for a person that like me, that I'm not a makeup artist, that may be too much. So I think this is the sweet spot if you want to try Viseart palettes. Now, aside to Beautylish, you can find this palette here also on Viseart's website, as well as in Sephora. That's what I know at the moment, and I will make sure that I will leave all the links to all the products that I will be using today on my description box below. So let's open it up. This is such a cute little palette. Here you go. Yeah, I'm super excited. I love this dusty rose pink. It just calls for Valentines. And now on the back, you find this little flap right here. And this is a very, I think, very unique type of packaging for Viseart and in general. So basically, this is a easel. So this stands like an easel, and you can actually make it completely flat if you want to just hold it like this. And I know you're just thinking, why you don't show us the palette? Here it is. Here are the beautiful shades. So as we can tell, it's more of like a cool tone eyeshadow palette with a very obvious type of color story that is based pretty much on mauvey tones and kind of these rosy tones. I mean, there's not much warmth right here, with the exception perhaps of these 2 shades right here. Now the palette also comes with a nice size mirror for traveling, and these little shadows right here, they have some divots. With your nail or using a little small tool, you can pop out the shadows and create another eyeshadow palette using Viseart, either right here on this component or in a Z palette, you name it. So that's a really fun part about the concept of the palette, of the edit palettes. Not only small, travel friendly, and also customizable, which I love. Okay, let me tell you that this eyeshadow palette, according to the website, it says it has 5 matte shades, but honestly to me it appears more like a 4 matte shades, like true mattes, and then which are these shade right here, this, and this. And then this right here, although it's a matte shade, it has a little bit of sparkles, like little bits of very, very fine glitters. Kind of like the sequin shadows from Tati's Beauty palette, if you're familiar with that. It's been said that sometimes they put a little bit of that glitter in it so that it will blend well, but usually after blending it, those little sparkle shades, they disappear in the air or on your face. Hopefully not on the face. Hopefully not. Okay, and then there are 2 satin shades right here, which is this shade right here and this one. And then there are 5 metallic shades, which are this shade and then all these 4 shades on the bottom row. And if you're a little bit familiar with Viseart palettes, or if you have heard a little bit about them, they are metallic or satin shades. They are not you know, like ultra metallic. They are kind of like mature metallic. I think that's how we're saying it nowadays. So they are not extremely powerful, but I don't know, I have a feeling that this may be a little bit of like breaking the rule for Viseart. I don't know, let's see upon swatching it. Oh, and then with my purchase, I also ordered the Viseart. It's called the Moisture Boost Lip Shine, and these just came out last week or a week before that. I mean, I'm sure it's part of this collection, and this lip product too, it has castor seed oil, jojoba oil, sunflower seed wax. It has actually prickly pear fragrance, which is gonna be really interesting. It has olive oil too. I mean, it has several oils, and it also have resveratrol. So I'm very excited to try this product here, and I got it in the shade Fleur. Definitely I went kind of blinded because it's a very cool tone, but you know, sometimes these cool tones that they are a little bit on the movie side, they look good on me. Okay friends, so now let me get you closer and let's start with some swatches, and then we're gonna go for an eyeshadow look. Okay, and I just want to give you again another quick close-up look of the Unicard, and then on the back you will also find the shade names of each of the eyeshadows. So let's start with the swatches. I'm going to start row by row. Petal, Champs-Élysées, Crème Brûlée, Fleur, Opera. Wow, that's a great metallic shade right there. Beaux Arts, Tulle matte shade, Cerise, Saint Germain, Marais, Pirouette, Tulle. So here there are all the swatches. They honestly all look very beautiful. The only thing that I will say is that the matte shades, they seem a little bit perhaps too light for my skin tone. So the ones that they really impressed me for Viseart are the shades Opera and Pirouette. Wing Gauze number 18 brush and the shade Petal, and I'm gonna apply it all over my eyelid. Scott Barnes number 62 brush and shade Fleur, and I'm gonna apply it on my outer V. With whatever is remaining of this eyeshadow, I'm just gonna put it on my crease. Sonia G crease 2 and the shade Cerise. I'm gonna apply it on my outer V very slightly, just to deepen out that outer crease a little more. I want to create kind of like a gradient on my eyelid. So first I'm gonna go to the shade Tulle, Sonia G Builder Pro, and I'm gonna apply it on the outer V. Sonia G Flat Definer and Pirouette, and then I'm gonna apply it right in the middle of my eyelid. Shade Opera Smith 253, and I'm gonna put it on the inner portion of my eyelid. These eyeshadows definitely have great pigmentation, but let me try it a little bit wet with some MAC Fix Plus. So I'm going back again to the shade Opera, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with the shade Pirouette. BK Beauty 204. I'm going to the shade Crème Brûlée, and I'm going to apply it on my lower lash line. Refer 02 brush and the shade Fleur, and I'm going to also apply it on the lower lash line. Sonia G Flat Definer and the shade Cerise, and I'm placing this eyeshadow very close to my lash line, just kind of to smoke it out, and I'm just going to wing it just a little. Wing Gauze number 18 brush and the shade Tulle. I'm going to apply this eyeshadow over top, kind of like to blend out all the edges and to bring a little bit of that very light peach coral shade as to complement Pirouette. Refer 03 brush and the shade Champs-Élysées. I'm going to take it on my inner corner and on my brow bone. I'm also going to place just a little bit on my tear duct on the lower side. Now that I'm done with this eye look, I'm excited and ready to try this Moisture Boost Lip Shine. So again, I got it in the shade Fleur, and let me just show you a swatch of it. Look at this. So it is sheer, kind of like a lip gloss. And I know the scent is from prickly pear. I love to eat prickly pears. You don't know. My husband is a chef and we get prickly pears in season. Love them so much. By the way, my husband is Italian and yeah, Peruvian here, Italian him. We love prickly pears. In Italian they are called ficcadinchi. And I'm not going to put any type of lip pencil or anything like that, just for the purpose of trying it and see how it looks. Okay, you definitely feel the oil, but it's not oily. It's literally a hybrid between an oil and a lip gloss. Okay, honestly, this is the perfect shade for me. Another thing that I want to point out, it is that these Moisture Boost lip shines, they come in total of 4 shades, and in fact we have them right here on the palette. So basically I don't have the other ones, but this one right here is Fleur, which is this shade right here. Then there is this shade right here called Cerise, and there is one in the shade Cerise as well as Petal. And then there's another shade that is kind of like more goldeny tone. I mean, it could have fit perfectly fine here, but oh well. And now that I'm done with my look, to my final thoughts. What a gorgeous palette. Beautiful palette. You know what? I was a little bit afraid that the light matte shades would not show me. And yes, don't get me wrong, this shade right here doesn't show me. This will barely show me because I was trying to, you know, smoke out a little bit more under my lower lash line. But this shade right here works really good, as well as this and this. So 3 shades right here. They are really good shades as far as matte shades go, that it will show on my skin tone. These 2 shades right here, this is okay. I think this one right here would have been nice to have just a little bit more pigmentation right there. So anyhow, that is my only thing, but other than that, pigmentation, it is wonderful. I was really impressed of these 2 metallic shades right here, this one and this one. I'm wearing them right now. Gorgeous. The satin shades, they are subtle and they are perfect, you know, for that inner corner highlighter or just something very everyday type of look. Now obviously, if you like mauvey shades, if you like these kind of like cool tone shades, this will work fine for you if you are thinking to have this palette for like an everyday look. But you have to really love the color story, obviously. Now the only 2 shades that I didn't use today is this metallic shade, kind of grayish tone, and then this shade right here. But I'm sure they are just perfectly fine, up to standard with Viseart eyeshadows. And now as far as fallout, let me tell you that I had just a little bit of fallout, not much on the matte shades, but mostly on this shade right here, which is a satin shade, and I was surprised to get, you know, some fallout and a little bit from this shade right here. So my suggestion will be apply it wet if you're not comfortable to use your fingers to tap it in. Otherwise you will find very little fallout. I mean, it's not that much at all, but you saw my application. I first used it dry and then wet, so wet may be the way to go with those eyeshadows. Interesting enough, there has been a lot of new releases on eyeshadow palettes that obviously they have these pink and purpley mauvey hues because Valentine's Day is coming. And actually I think by tomorrow I should have the review of the new collection from Chanel Le Fleur, and I just want to show you really quick these eyeshadow palettes together. This is not as cooler tone as this right here, but I just want to give you a little glance that, you know, if you want more variety for your money, that could be an option too. One of my favorite eyeshadow palettes is this Givenchy, is the O2 Essence of Browns, which of brown doesn't have anything. I think they mistaken it right there to call it brown, but here you go. This is also a very cool tone palette. Obviously it doesn't have that beautiful kind of pink peachy shade right there and this neutral shade right there. But you know what? A palette that I think this will be, shouldn't say a dupe, but kind of gives the same vibes. And it's not available. And there has been a lot of drama out of this palette. And I was lucky to be one of the first ones to get it. And Pat McGrath Divine Rose. This is the palette that I said that this is the palette that you should have my name right here because I love it so much. This is a color story that is for me, and it's kind of like this. I mean, not exactly the same, but I think you can see a little bit of those movie tones right there and all of that. So let me just do some swatches of shades that I think perhaps could give you a similar look, not exactly the same, different formulas right here, but at least something that can give you, once again, a little bit closer of that look. Okay, this shade right over here, Fleur. Now, the one from Pat McGrath, it's a little bit more, even cooler in tone, a little bit more gray undertone right here. And then this shade right here. And then if we go into this shade right here, that is one of my favorites in the palette. Now this is a metallic shade, but just to have a little bit of that vibe. This is a little bit cooler in tone, the one from Viseart. But let's try maybe this one. Now this one right here is one of Pat McGrath special eyeshadows. It's duochrome. It has, it just have a life of its own. But I think this metallic shade right here, they are not the same, but a little bit alike. I know these two right here, they are not equal. The similarities are slightly there, but I think overall you can get an alike look from this palette if you were looking after the Divine Rose. This palette, it is a great option with an amazing formulation. And then as far as this Moisture Boost Lip Shine, such a long name, I love it. I love it. It doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel too goopy or too heavy. It does feel very comfortable. And then again, although it's very cool tone, it suits my skin tone. But there's a few more other shades that they may suit best your skin tone. But be reminded, this collection right here is very much into those movie tones, dusty kind of rose tones, and overall that's the look. A cool vibe, but beautiful and unique. Perfect gift, I think, for Valentine's Day. Okay, my friends, and I think this is it for this video. To all of you, if you haven't checked yet Michelle Wang's channel, please go ahead, go check it out. Give her all the support that she deserves. She deserves so much love. She's about to hit 100k subscribers. I'm sure she will do it in a blink of an eye. Subscribe to her channel. And if you like this video, well, give it a thumbs up. Also share with somebody else that may like this type of videos. I really hope that you found it helpful. I would love to read your comments, so please leave them down below. And if you're here because you're coming from Michelle's channel, I want to thank you so much for the support, for your time. I hope that you want to become part of the family. If you want to, I'm sure you want to, right? Well, they're very simple. You know the drill. Look under this screen, there is a button that says subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here more often. And while you're at it, do not forget, super important, if you don't want to miss any of my content, ring the post notification bell. Believe me, that's the only way that YouTube will let you know whenever I upload new videos or any of your favorite YouTubers. Also, come and follow me on my Instagram. Thank you so much once again for watching. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.